Now that was a grind. But I have finished, at least. I don't know if you have, but yeah. Here's all the stats, with nothing junctioned as of now. After grinding everybody up to level 100, except for Renoa, of course. There we go. Alright, the reason why I did that is for the sake of a status invulnerability, as I guess you could say, for later. So, yeah. Alright, now, point of interest. I thought that that first one, Selfie would be the longest. Wow, was I ever wrong. Renoa ended up taking almost an hour longer than Selfie. Selfie, I think, took just under an hour and a half. And Renoa took like 2.5 hours. Didn't take into consideration well, a couple of things. First of all, that even the experience you gain, I didn't consider the idea that the experience you gained was based on your party's overall level as well. So therefore, your party being a higher level, it will gain less experience. And as a result, Renoa took a bit longer. Not only that, because of the the occasional appearance of Angelo from her getting attacked because she was the only one there. I had to do a few things to help improve my chances of getting maximizing experience from each battle, and that just basically included, especially in the battles with the double Grat battles, I would focus on getting them up to level 100 first before I started trying to attack them, kind of thing. So yeah, but nonetheless, the longest one was actually Squall. That was part of a sacrifice on my part, because with Zell and Quistis being the last two, I decided to try and do the two at a time idea with the junctions there. The same junctions that I would use like for the two at a time kind of thing, and they did go a lot quicker. Well, for the two of them, it took, I think, just around 2 hours, so basically an hour each, give or take. So it definitely saved a lot of time there. However, that made Squall, by the end of that, Eden was still about 10 levels away from reaching a level 100, which meant that in order for Eden to get the remaining 10 levels, I needed to have 2 level 100 party members KO'd through the battles with Squall up until, I think, level 70 or somewhere around there. I think it was up to level 77, and that took a long time. I was seeing maybe one level per battle. So yeah, that definitely slowed things down there. But once I got up to level 77, and once Eden reached level 100, then I was able to come back here, give Zell and Quistis a leave of absence, and Squall was able to go back and get the most I guess experience he could, I guess. But yeah, so yeah, that ended up taking, well, I'll show you. I actually made separate save files after each person reached level 100 to show you the time frames we were looking at here. Alright, so it was, yeah, so I think, yeah, this was at the very start, so it was 63:27, and that was the end of Selfie. Selfie took just about an hour and a half. For Renoa, though, she took, well, 2.5 hours, like I said, almost a full hour longer than Selfie. And then went to Zell and Irvin. So that was about when I just got them, so before I started grinding. And with Irvin, he took, what was it? Yeah, he took just under an hour and a half as well. And then this was the when I decided to switch to doing a double with Zell and Quistis. And yeah, so like I said, oops, it looks like I saved over the wrong one, but yeah, they took about 2 hours or so, give or take, to do both of them. And then went to Squall, and as you can see, we're looking at about 5 hours. Oh, Oh, thank you, Red Green TV. Anyways, nothing like binge watching some of that stuff while you're grinding for 5 hours to get Squall up to level 100, you know? So, there we go. So yeah, basically the time that I saved with doing 2 at a time with Zell and Quistis, I'm guessing got added on to leveling up with Squall. So, yeah. Anyways, so yeah, we're all up at level 100 except for Renoa. Our stats have been, we have made the most so far of the stat bonus abilities. So yeah, now what else? Oh yeah, now that we are at level 100, we can actually officially finish the seed exam. Do I want to do that now? Yeah, I may as well. Well, we're in the garden, so why not? Just not really a convenience thing, but just ironic thing. So let's take a look and see if we can see how high we can get this thing. Now I do have the answer sheet in front of me, but I'm actually going to try and remember the correct answers for each of these. If I can't remember for sure, then I'll consult the key card, so to speak, the cheat sheet. So yeah, all right, level 8. Galbadian soldiers don't use magic. That is false. We're going true and false here, not yes and no, because it makes more sense. Weapons can be remodeled into more powerful models at the junk shop. That is true. Signifies character ability. That is false, I believe. Yes. Okay, just double checked with the cheat sheet there. Casting slow over haste will cancel haste and return the target's status to normal. I believe that is false. Indeed, that is false. Okay. You encounter more enemies in the forest than the plains on the world map. I believe that is true. And yes, just double checking. When elemental defense goes over 100%, that element's damage will be absorbed. That is true. The garden exists only in Belong. That is false. There are no bombs in the fire cavern. That is false. Each guardian force can learn different abilities. That is true. And junk shops sell weapons. That is false. And there we go. Level 20. Yeah, we gained a few levels with all that grinding as well, so give you an idea of how many enemies we had to kill. So yeah, I think it's like for each enemy you kill, you get 1 point towards your seed rank, and I think at 100 points you gain a level. Seed rank. So yeah. All right, number 9. You can cast the guardian force you drew instead of stock. That is false. Signifies menu ability. Well, that looks pretty standard. That's true. Just double checking. Magic listed in Sophie's limit break as magic she owns. That is false. Well, wow, is this ever misleading? It is. Technically, yes, but she also can cast magic that she does not have in stock. You may have noticed if you've gotten her limit break going, the slots limit break going at low levels, you could actually at some point have gotten the ultimate spell and meteor and all that stuff in it. So yeah, so the answer here is false. If a guardian force is hardly used or has low compatibility with party members, it may leave your party. That is false. Party abilities can be used without setting them as abilities. Party abilities. What is the cheat sheet here? That's false. So I was thinking it was, but I was forgetting what the party abilities meant. So yeah, that's false. Guardian forces left KO too long, perish and cannot be revived. That is false. One sharp spike refines into 5 AP ammo. Wow, that's false. Alright. Sharp spike refines into... Oh, I think it refines into 20. Yeah, okay. Whoops. Wow, did I ever mess that up? Anyways, defeating the enemy could cause a status change returns... That's false. Enemies change attack patterns as you level up. I think that's actually true, yeah. And, well, with some of the weaker enemies, you'll definitely be seeing, well, for some of them anyway, new attacks kind of thing. So yeah, when poisoned, every action you take damages you. That's true. Oh no, yeah. So the one that I messed up. Let's just quickly go through it. So this is false, true, false, 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 true, true. There we go. Number 10. Use the magic Confuse to inflict Confuse status on your enemy. That is true. A potion restores 100 HP. That is false. I think it's 200. Quist's weapon is a magic sword. False. ATB stands for Ability Tone Black. Well, maybe in some areas, but not in this game. You are more susceptible to fire under zombie. That is true. What? It's false? Really? Wow. Okay. You can refine 1/10 from 1 healing water by using the menu ability tool Refine. I think that's actually false. That is false. Experience are divided equally among all characters participating in battle. That is false. Well, it depends on the situation, you know, with the whole, the person who delivers the killing blow gets the most experience kind of thing. So, yeah, that's false. Blind sucks out enemies' brain to prevent him from attacking. Wow, that's a little graphic, but alright, that's false. This unit are soft, removes petrify. True. Wow, I'm so used to status defenses that I'm only thinking of status defense instead of the actual uses for those. And then nothing removes sleep. That's false. There we go. Level 11. GF can regain HP while walking. That is true. The draw command must be set in order to use a draw point. That is true. Limit breaks always kill enemies. That's false. Severin can learn the ability Treatment. That is true. She has learned it. You can junction more than 1 Guardian Force. That is true. Adamantine is an item dropped by a level 10 Adamantoise. That is, I believe, false. I think, yeah, I think you have to mug it from them. No, I think, or either that or it's a high level drop. So yeah, that is. Wow, they actually expect you to know that at this point. Anyways. Anyways, yeah, false. You can rearrange the magic and items displayed during battle. True. Shiva can learn Doom right after becoming an ally. False. Drain absorbs HP from enemies, but can't be used to absorb from party members. I think that's actually false. Yeah, because you can't actually suck HP out of your allies. Recovery magic damages undead monsters. That is true. Yay! Alright, level 12. Armadodo absorbs earth attacks. That is false. You can refine 20 curas from 1 healing water by using LMAG Refine. That is true. You receive experience. Check the cheat sheet for that one. You receive experience after the battle is won, even when KO'd. That's false. Pardon me for knocking the desk there. Wow, that's also another tricky one, but that's false. You can only draw Guardian Forces from an enemy or defeat a Guardian Force to make them yours. This kind of reminds me of the question about you know, you can only get magic from drop points or something like that, or no, it was about the weapons. Yeah, only needing money and that kind of stuff. But anyways, so that's false. Maximum number of magic that can be drawn from an enemy in 1 turn is 9. That is true. You can't steal sharp spikes from a Grand Mantis. That I would expect that to be false, and it is. Press select to hide battle commands temporarily in battle. That is true. Just double checked with the thing there. I haven't had to do that in a while. Magic and GF commands are the only commands disabled by silence. No, it disables draw as well, I believe. That is false. Yeah. You can use scan on party members. That's true. If you set poison magic 100% to status defense junction, you don't receive any damage from poisonous physical attacks. Ooh, that's a tricky one. That only prevents the status. It doesn't prevent you from taking poisonous elemental damage. But, check there. Yeah, that's false, so yeah. Alright. Alright, I'm just gonna blow through them now with the rest of them, just to take a little longer than I expected, but yeah. A few other things I'd like to do and get out of here, and, you know, that kind of stuff. You get experience for the damage you inflict on enemies, even if you run away. That is true. Blue spikes, that's false. Blue spikes, I don't believe, are even an item in this game. Chief abilities must be sent to a party member for use, or it is ineffective. That is false. Oh, okay. That's another tricky one. It actually got me. But anyways, false. Draw point. That's false. This is true. False. I'm going to try and leave the questions on long enough for you to read them, or at least give you a chance to read them anyway. This is false. This is false. This is false. And this is false. 14. That's true. Oh, yeah. This is true. 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 Got a few of those, actually. More than a few of them. False. True. True. False. True. And false. There it goes. We're up to 26. 15. Alright, this is true. This is true. This is false. 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 This is true. This is false. And this is true. And this, where are we at? Number 16? Alright, so that's true. This is false. Pardon me. This is false. This is true. This is false. This is true. This is false. False. True. And false. Alright. 17. That's true. It's false. 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 True. False. False. True. False. False. Alright, and I think this is maybe the last one we can do right now. Until we lose some seed ranks. How high level is? That is false. Oh wait. You can't junction without Guardian Force. Oh, okay, whoops. I thought I said you can't junction a Guardian Force no matter how high your level is. Alright, so that's true. That's false. It's false. It's false. True. False. 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 And false. And there we go. That's all we can do. Alright, that's out of the way. Let's head back to the Ragnarok. I kind of want to give ourselves some payoff. because even without that rare item ability equipped, I got more than enough items for a specific spell. However, I probably... well, there is an alternate way if by some cruel twist of fate you weren't able to get enough of them, or at least 60 of them. And I'll show you a way you can quickly remedy that later on. So I think I'll just wait until then. I don't believe we should be fighting anybody this episode, so yeah. Pardon me. At least not with our sword. Let's bring Zell Selfie. Alright, back to Fisherman's Horizon. Pardon me. I would like to play cards this episode. However, the purpose I was thinking of for Martine, I think I may have found a better place to do that. So may come back to him later, but I do want to check to see if these other players are an option. All right, we're in the Ragnarok. Let's actually get in the Ragnarok. Let's go see if the president of Esthar has any cards. See if he plays cards at all. Actually, I think for a fact we know he plays cards. Let's see how good of a player he is. Let's go with our usual setup here. Hopefully it's okay for this. It's Kyros and Ward. What? Okay, that's a card we definitely don't have. Let's go with this route for a change. Not much changed. It's a 5. Okay, let's see. Let's put that there. 5. So, and we win the Squall card. Why would Laguna have the Squall card? Kiros knows her mother? Knows Squall's mother? Huh. Alright, minor interruption there, but yeah, so our card collection is looking pretty, oh, we got a couple holes there, level 7, one hole there, but we do have all of the player cards. Looks like we can use this one, well, I don't know. The swap of the strong on the bottom versus the right there between Ward and Squall might actually leave me using Ward, but yeah. Anyways. Now, after all that grinding, obviously it probably would be a good idea if you don't have the 300 Ultimas to go back to Shumi Village. Speaking of Laguna and Shumi Village, I wonder if they've managed to finish that statue. So I guess we'll head up there and find out next time. This is Intrepid83 signing off. Thank you for watching, and have a good one.